Welcome back for another edition of Lincoln to Local, where I'm joined once again by John Collison, Oklahoma Farm Bureau's Vice President of Public Policy and Communications. John, things are really rolling at the Capitol this week. What's going on?
Yeah, they are. Hogs. Hogs is the issue. House Bill 1104 by Representative Scott Biggs. It's kind of got a lot of conversation. Let's be clear. Farm Bureau policy states that we don't want the movement of wild pigs in the state of Oklahoma, and it's to protect the agricultural industry. It's to protect the industry herd. It's to protect the show herd. It's to protect farms and ranches, and it's also we don't want the damage that comes with moving wild pigs around. Farm Bureau members have spoken, and they've spoken clearly in our policy. We do not want the unregulated movement of wild pigs just around the state of Oklahoma. And so when people call and are talking about that, our policy is clear on this. And so we're up there fighting every day to make sure that this policy is enacted, to make sure that we've protected farmers and ranchers, that we've protected the pork industry into the future, and to protect farmers and ranchers' private property. Because once these pigs get out, they are destructive. And we know the herds are going to move. But we don't need to pick them up overnight and just unregulated, drive them across the state and dump them off. So it's something we're getting a lot of calls on, and I know we are. I encourage our members to call their legislators and tell them to support House Bill 1104. We want to make sure that we are protecting farmers and ranchers in this process, and that's what our policy says, and that's what we're following at the Capitol.
Now we're in the middle of livestock show season, and with those pigs, very regulated, very tightly controlled on health and inspections, and it's to protect the herd health. And why wouldn't we want the same, I guess, would be the question for wild pigs to ensure that same level of safety, right? Exactly.
We don't let any domesticated pigs move without ever being tested. Why are we taking a herd that we know that has 30% disease? And that's the state of Oklahoma's numbers. 30% of that herd's infected, according to the Department of Agriculture. Why are we just unregulated letting them move around the state of Oklahoma? We don't do it with your show pigs. We don't do it with industry pigs. We've got to get a level of protection to protect agriculture in the future. This bill addresses that issue today. So we're going to keep pushing it. I encourage people to read our policy. It's in our book. The members have spoken strong. When it comes, they don't want unregulated movement of hogs in the state, so we're going to fight for that at the Capitol.
Any other issues that we're working on? No hog in the middle of the hog issue, very large, but what else is?
Yeah, you know, the Capitol's moving quick this year. They're passing bill after bill. Again, we're still working on some of the wind issues to make sure that private property rights are protected. Representative Sears has a bill coming up. It's a good bill. We're protecting private property. If you want to put wind powers on your property, we're letting you go ahead and do that in the future. So there's a lot going on. This is the issue of the week, though, is pigs, and I really do. I encourage our members to call their legislators and voice their support for House Bill 1104.
All right. Well, thank you very much, John.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
And thank you again for joining us for Lincoln to Local.